What's up, guys? Welcome back to Whiskey and Motorcycles. I've got the Softail back out. I actually recorded a video for you guys last week of me riding this thing. Went about 30 miles out and 30 miles back, just kind of taking it for a little scoot. And I tried to move the mic into a different spot, kind of more out of the way of my face, more comfortable. And I got back, and then a couple days later when I went to edit it, the sound was awful. I started going through it and was still going to put it out, and then the more I got in the video, it got worse and worse, especially when I was at like highway speeds at like 55, 60 mile an hour. It just did not sound good. So I scratched that, and it's a new week, so we're going to try this again. That was my first kind of ride that I took the bike on. I rode it to work a couple times after that, and when I first took it out of the shed, I rode it around the neighborhood that day, but other than that, that's all I've done so far. And now this morning, work has a sponsored event for some go-karts. So, of course I'm going to go do that for about 3 hours or so. And I don't want to have to wear the helmets there. And it's a nice day. I like riding a bike. I ride my bike so I can wear my own helmet. Bringing the GoPro. I don't know if I'll film any of it or not. I don't know if I'm allowed to, and kind of see what the vibe is first, but I might try to turn it on for part of a race or so. Let you guys see what's going on. But anyways, that's about all this video is going to be about this week. Just kind of bringing the Softail back out for the first time this year. I still got to do the injectors on it, so I'm kind of trying to run this tank of gas out of it that when I filled it up at the end of the year last year. It's not the injectors, it's the O-rings on the ejectors, I believe. I'll have to get them off there and see, but I pretty much narrowed it down to that's the noise I was hearing last year. So anyways, I'll bring you guys back up to speed, either again on the bike later, or maybe we'll be ripping around and track on a go-kart. karting. That went good. Won first place. Got the fastest lap time. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it was 23.317. The track record's like 21.1 something. It was pretty fast. The chaplain, the one that put on the event, I think he actually had a little bit faster lap time than me, but he wasn't in the running. And he's been there multiple times before. He had like a 23.1, I think. So, but yeah, it was fun. Really didn't expect to be the fastest one, but I was, so that was cool. And it was a good time. Karts were actually decently fast. You had to drive them. I mean, you had to brake, you had to turn, you had to find your good racing line. So it wasn't just, you know, mash on the gas. They're all equal. And you had people out there that were slower, you had to navigate around. You had people that were just as fast as you that you had to try to race with and find your way around. So it was definitely fun. Wear your arms out doing it too. About 20 lap races. Like I said, the average lap time was like 26, I think, overall for the average. Because there was some, they would throw yellows and somebody would spin around. You'd have to kind of slow down a little bit, but yeah, wasn't bad at all. So if you're ever in the Spokane area, fast kart, I'd say it's worth it. We got to do it for free today because it was sponsored from Chaplin, obviously, but the prices really aren't too bad, especially considering how good the karts are. But I'm gonna jump off this thing for now, and I'll bring it back. Got a couple things I want to do for the video when I get home to show you, and then be about it for this week. I'm planning on doing too long a video. Something a little short. Last week was supposed to be just a short little video of me riding the bike too, and ended up not being very good. So hopefully this one turns out better. See you guys in a bit. What's up, guys? So this is going to be the end of the video. This is what I wanted to film for you guys, and it's getting ready to storm here really bad. So I'm trying to get this video edited to get it out to you tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and take this thing for a very quick rip. As you can see, got a lot done to it, but I'll explain that while we ride it. Turn the gas on, choke on, switch on. I normally pull it just a couple times like this. Oh, wasn't even trying to start it. I normally just do it to get some gas in it, but it'll fire right up. And then turn the choke off right away. Then I just normally let it warm up for just a minute. So I'm not riding on a cold engine, but I won't let it warm up too long now. But yeah, as you can see, I got the front wheel, the rear wheel, and all that stuff on there. I got the motor in here, and obviously it's running. But I didn't film any of that because first week of April, had some friends down for my birthday. We were hanging out, and I was trying to get it put together so we could ride it. Ended up having to order a different sprocket a couple times, and didn't get to do that. So I got it done like a day or two after they left. But anyways, let's go ahead and ride it. Just take it real easy going out of block here while it's still warming up. The old motor, I never really filmed while riding it, but it barely got me down the road. It was just not enough. If it was anything but level or downhill, it wouldn't take me. Now this, it runs a lot better, and it's not super fast by any means, but it runs good with me on it. It gets me where I need to go, and it's got some good power. It's plenty for ripping around the neighborhood like I do. And I have it geared pretty low. The original sprocket that was on the back was a 72 tooth, and I kept that. The front sprocket is a 12. So It's not top speed geared by any means. I kind of did that on purpose. I wanted to have that low end power for while I'm riding around the neighborhood and stuff like that. Just because I feel like that's a little more important. I don't need to go fly through the neighborhoods. And I'll do a little top speed run here in just a minute once it does warm up a little bit. But as you can see, I mean, I'm just kind of barely on the gas, and it takes off pretty good with me. It is a really fun bike to ride around. It's a lot of fun. Got it pretty warmed up here now. But I want to run my speedometer, so I kind of want to test it again. The max I've gotten with this so far is 38 mile an hour. It takes off pretty good. There's some people here, so I didn't get crazy with it. And if you hit it just right when I'm just about stopped or going slow, it will pick the front wheel up off the ground pretty good too. Let's see if I show you guys that. No, it didn't grab that time. It did a little bit there, but I leaned forward a little too soon. I'm just used to leaning forward, trying to keep it down. Alright, we'll see what kind of speed we can get out of it right here. So right here is about top cruising speed. This is about 38-40 mile an hour. Which again, like I said, is pretty good for this little bike, especially being geared as low as it is. I mean, I could gear it higher and get more speed out of it, but I just not really worried about doing that right now. Do another little takeoff here. wouldn't mind gearing this thing a little bit higher, mostly just for when I am cruising. Even though I don't really cruise it up at 40 mile an hour very often, it's normally a little slower. The speed limit around the neighborhood is like 25, 30, but I would like to be able to cruise that speed with the engine RPMs a little bit lower. Not really maxed out, you know, like 40 mile an hour maxed out. Not really trying to do anything crazy like that, but yeah, obviously I got to tear this thing back apart and paint it and clean it back up. But I just wanted to get it together to mock up and ride it and see how I liked it. Make sure things are going to stay. I had to put a new rear brake caliper, put a new brake disc and lever on it. The lever was messed up in the first place. And I had to get one of those, but the bolts on the brake caliper I think may have been loose or something, and on the first ride it fell off and it broke the caliper, so ended up replacing that. But anyways, thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed this little different video.